In an article from CNN, Jessica Elberfeld, 29, has paid down more than $100,000 of her student loans since she graduated college 7 years ago. And she'll be completely done paying them off by the end of this year. And I'm here to say that as great of accomplishment as that is, I'm actually going to show you how to save $100,000 in student loans altogether. Hey people, it's Brian back at you with another video where my goal is to mentor you to a rewarding career and to ultimately help you create a life you're proud of. And today I'm going to talk to you about an article I read on CNN.com where this lady by the name of Jessica took out a student loan of about 70 grand and it actually ballooned into about $100,000 after interest. The article then goes on to say that Jessica did not borrow recklessly. She actually went to a community college, then transferred into the more expensive university, but she also worked part-time as well, where her goal was to ultimately break into the music industry by attending a university, I think it was Belmont University, which is located in Nashville. And then the article goes into the 4 tips as to how she paid off her loan. And when I'm reading the very first tip, it reveals something special about Jessica's journey. So she landed a job in the music industry upon graduation, but after talking to an older friend of hers who was also in the music biz, she realized that that career path just wasn't for her. And so she actually ended up leaving that industry, got a different job, which resulted in a huge bump in pay. I think it was around 20 grand, which helped her chip away at her student loans very significantly. Wait, hold on. Whoa, wait, hold on. Hold on. Wait. I like how the article just ignored a huge important detail. Has no one noticed that Jessica just wasted $100,000 in student loans? Just imagine what she could have done with that 100 grand. Just imagine what you could do with 100 grand. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a very important lesson in all of this today, and this is something that I stress to those I give career and mentoring advice to. And in particular, it is also very important to those of you who are currently in college or university, and that is to, number 1, figure out what you want to do after graduation. And in Jessica's case, she knew she wanted to get into the music industry. And number 2, and this is super important, and that is to network like crazy in that specific industry that you want to get into. If you want to get into the tech industry or the pharmaceutical industry, your goal now is to network with everyone in that sector and get to know what they do, how much they make, what kind of education you need. And you're going to be mingling with everyone and anyone, regardless of what position they're in, either senior executive, entry level, mid-management, doesn't matter. Just start networking with people in that sector. And when you're comparing it to $100,000, there's practically no cost for you to network. Sure, maybe a few bucks here and there for lunch or for coffee, but the ultimate goal is to bring them out so that they can talk to you and so that you can learn about their career path and to see if it's something that you want to pursue. And if coffee dates or lunch dates isn't enough to lure them out, treat them out to a fancy dinner. Even if you had to spend $5,000 on a creative way to get the right people out to talk to you, it's still going to be way cheaper than $100,000 on a mistake or the wrong career path altogether. $100,000 is just a crazy amount of money to waste away. Just imagine what you could do with it. That could go towards a beautiful house for your future family where you can pay off your mortgage way before retirement. Or maybe you can experience the most wonderful, life-changing vacation across the world, or invest in a multi-million-dollar business idea, or to experience your ultimate dream wedding. Now, if the next question you have is, Brian, how am I supposed to get in touch with those people in the industry I want to get into? How do I get a hold of them? Well, I recommend that you download my free ebook, The Unfair Advantage, where I go into detail as to how to exactly do that. As it's a free download, it's also an easy read, less than 40 pages or so you can definitely get to it within the day. So if you have a question that you'd like me to answer in a future video, go to my website, 101mentoring.com. There I also have my products and services starting from $10, very affordable. Remember, my goal is to help you guys find a rewarding career and to ultimately create a life you're proud of. So if you liked today's video, please hit that like button. If you really liked it, I'd appreciate if you hit that share button. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.